Hi everyone, it's Avalon Tarot. Welcome to a new pick a card. Today's topic is pick a portal. What reality are you entering? So imagine that each deck represents a portal. We're going to see what's on the other side, what reality or what timeline you are entering. And I might bring through some advice. I'm not sure. I'll just see where the reading takes us. So that is the topic for today. Before we get into it, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with clear quartz, group 2 with rose quartz, group 3 with auralite, and group 4 with pink amethyst. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the clear quartz, let's get into your reading and see what reality you are entering and any other messages that want to come through about this reality. For pile 1, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck? What reality is pile 1 entering? We have the 7 of Swords, the Fool, the Page of Wands, what reality is pile 1 entering, please? Can we have 2 more cards? Temperance, Five of Wands. So, I don't know, it looks like with the 7 of Swords here, I don't know if some of you have felt like you've been in a reality in which you don't know who you can trust or what you can trust. You're entering a reality in which you can take people and things at face value. Like, you're entering a reality where people are going to be a lot more upfront with you and honest. So I don't know if you have felt like you've been around people who, for some reason, you feel like you can't trust them, or who haven't been entirely upfront with you or entirely honest with you. So you're just entering a reality in which you feel like you can trust the people around you. So this either means that new people are going to be entering your life who are more honest, or the people around you currently are going to change and become more honest and trustworthy. If it's not people, maybe you've just felt like you can't trust a certain situation. Maybe you've felt like there have been a lot of unknowns. Let's pull some oracle cards. What is the reality? Take a trip. What reality is pile 1 entering, please? I also feel like with the you're leaving a lot of stuff behind you with the Fool card here, and I feel like you're also entering a reality in which you're going to feel like you can get stuck in. I don't know if you've been in a period where you felt like you couldn't take action because, I don't know if you felt a little bit like you've been in a state of limbo because you haven't known, because the situation hasn't been clear and there have been too many unknowns. You're entering a reality in which you're going to have clarity and feel like you know what you need to know and see what you need to see, and that's going to allow you to feel like you can get stuck in and take action. because you're going to feel like you can see the full picture. What reality is pile 1 entering, please? Take a trip, house. So you're definitely leaving a lot behind you. Anything with the Seven of Swords talks about deceit and dishonesty. So anything like that, you're leaving that behind you. That is not coming into your new reality. And again, it doesn't have to be people being deceitful. It could just be situations in which you felt like it was a bit hard to discern what was going on, not clear, hard to trust a certain situation. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What reality is pile 1 entering? Visible. Yeah, so one in which things are clear. Like you're entering a reality in which you're going to see the way forward. We have divine on the bottom of the deck. So if you've been in a little bit of a state of limbo, where you felt like you couldn't move forward or couldn't take action because the way forward wasn't clear, that is coming to an end. Like you're going to see the way forward. This is the reality you're entering. What is the advice, please, for pile 1? And again, people are going to be a lot more honest and upfront with you. Maybe you're going to start seeing people clearly as well. With the house card, this to me represents a path. So again, you're going to see the path forward and what actions and what steps you can take or need to take to get where you want to go. And you're going to feel like things start happening. You're entering a reality in which things start happening, things start moving, things start flowing. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if things have felt a little bit stuck or a little bit stagnant. The reality you're entering is a lot more action-packed, where there's a lot more going on, which I feel like is what you want, like something to move forward. What is the advice, please, for pile 1 regarding this reality? We have the Ace of Swords. Can we have 4 more cards, please? What is the advice, please, for pile 1? Ace of Swords, Strength, 2 of Swords, Judgment in reverse. Can we have 1 more card, please? And the King of Wands. 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Don't make decisions. It's sort of, I don't know if you're feeling pressured or in this new reality you're going to feel like you should be making big decisions. Don't put pressure on yourself to decide something big if you feel like you're not sure. Like if you're in a state of feeling like I'm not sure, I don't know what to do, don't make decisions from that state. Like don't pressure yourself to make a big decision just for the sake of it. Like moving forward, you may get to a point where you kind of feel like I don't know which choice to make or which path to go down. Give yourself time to wait for things to become clear before you make a big decision. Maybe this is happening right now, and soon things are going to become clear, and when they do, make the big decision. But if you're not sure, don't make big decisions. If you can't see the way forward, don't make big decisions from a state of lack of clarity or lack of certainty. Wait until you have the full story, the full picture, before you make any big decisions about your life, or maybe it's relationships or career. Wait until things become clear, because they are going to become clear. So only make choices or decisions if you feel like you've got the full picture and all the information that you need. I think that's the advice for right now, actually, not so much for this future reality that you're entering. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 1. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 2, if you chose the second stone, the rose quartz, let's get into your reading and see what reality you are entering. Can we have 5 cards from this deck, please, for Pile 2? What reality is Pile 2 entering? This one. We have the Page of Wands. Can we have 4 more cards, please? What reality is Pile 2 entering? 8 of Cups. Can we have 3 more cards, please? What reality is Pile 2 entering? 7 of Cups. Seven of Wands. Can we have 1 more card, please? What reality is Pile 2 entering? That's too many. 1 more, please. And the Hermit. You're entering a reality in which you're going to be asking yourself some really big questions. You're entering quite a sort of philosophical reality. Like, I'm just seeing you questioning things. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why are things the way they are? You may be questioning yourself or things in your life. Why? Flow. You're entering quite a reality in which you're going to be quite reflective and introspective. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? No. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? What reality is Pile 2 entering, please? It's too many. 1 card from this deck, please. Size. Like, I don't know if you're going in this new reality to get to a point where you start to feel like things that you used to enjoy, you don't enjoy anymore. You may be questioning your motives for things, like, why am I doing this in my life? Why? And I'm not seeing what it is. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be your life itself. Like, why is my life the way it is? Why do I do the things that I do? Especially if you've kind of got to the point where you no longer feel like you're getting anything out of the things you're doing, or no longer enjoy the things you used to enjoy. So you're entering a reality in which there's massive personal growth. You may be entering a reality in which you feel like you've outgrown certain things or moved on from certain things, and you may feel like you need to question what you're doing and why you're doing it and what else you need to do to feel more fulfilled, because the Eight of Cups here can talk about lack of fulfillment. And with the Page of Cups, I get the feeling that it's like there's stuff in your life that you used to find fulfillment in, but that you no longer will in this new reality. And so you're going to be questioning, like, why am I still engaging in this thing if it no longer fulfills me? What am I getting out of it? You're going to be asking yourself, what am I looking for? What do I want now? What would fulfill me now? So you're asking these big existential questions, and you're going to be making some quite big changes to your life. You're going to be looking at how you have changed in terms of what you value and what you're seeking and what fulfills you. And then you're going to be implementing these changes in your life to start introducing things into your life, activities, people, things that will fulfill you, that will answer the questions that you're asking. So you're entering a very dreamy, introspective reality. You're going to be questioning everything I'm getting. Like, you're going to be even asking yourself, like with the Seven of Wands here, maybe there have been some things in your life that have been challenging. Everybody has their own challenges. So you're going to be asking yourself, like, why? You may be wanting to understand why things have happened a certain way in your life, like the deeper meaning behind it. Why have I had the challenges I've had? What are the beliefs behind it? What are the maybe even traumas behind it? Why have I experienced the obstacles and challenges I have in my life? What's beneath that? What's causing that? And the beautiful thing is that on the other side of this, you're going to integrate these things, the beliefs, the traumas that have been causing certain problems in your life, and it's going to cause those things to stop happening, whatever those challenges or obstacles are, with the No card here. So with the flow and the No, it looks like maybe you may have felt like something has been blocked. Something you've been wanting to achieve has been blocked, and you're going to be questioning why. Why is something not flowing? Why is something not happening the way I want? And you're going to be figuring this out, integrating it. There could be some beliefs with the Size card here. And then on the other side of this, everything's going to start flowing and you're going to start achieving what you want. But at the same time, you're going to be questioning, like, what do I want? Some of you may even come to the realization that something you thought you wanted, you don't actually want. So there's a lot of self-realization that you're entering into a very introspective reality. But I feel like it's not a permanent reality. It feels like a period that you're entering, a phase. And I feel like it's going to pass over quite quickly as soon as you understand whatever you need to understand. And then things will start manifesting for you. Let's see, what is the advice for pile 2 with this reality, please? What is the advice for pile 2? We have the Seven of Swords. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to be, if some of you have felt like the flow of abundance has been blocked in some way, or not, you haven't been making as much money as you want to make, you are going to be making money, and making money doing something that you actually enjoy. So I don't know if some of you have felt like you're wondering why you do what you do for a living. Some of you may even be encouraged to think of starting a business or doing something as a career where you can be more independent. The advice may also be to study, to upskill in some way. It doesn't have to be high-level study, but a course or a class or something where you gain new knowledge and new skills that you can then apply to a career path, a way of making money. The advice, it's interesting. I don't know if you had a desire in your childhood, a dream in your childhood or adolescence that you were discouraged from pursuing. The advice is to revisit the desires and dreams that you had in your childhood or adolescence and make those a reality, because I feel like maybe some of you ended up pursuing a path or a career that wasn't really your dream, and maybe you abandoned your dream career path because maybe you were made to feel like it was a pipe dream, or it wasn't valuable, or it wasn't encouraged, or people thought it wasn't realistic. So the advice is to revisit what you dreamt of doing for a career, and even with the Four of Wands here, the life you dreamt of having as a child or a teenager. Revisit that and then start pursuing that, because it feels like you may have let go, you may have abandoned certain dreams, the dream life or the dream career that you wanted, you may have abandoned it, but it's still there, the desire is still there, it may just be repressed. So the advice is to honor those dreams. So the advice is to honor those dreams, because they could even lead you to not only fulfillment, but abundance with the Nine of Pentacles here. Maybe if the flow of abundance has been limited, it might be because you've been doing something for a living that you don't really like. With the Seven of Wands here. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Pile 3, if you chose the third stone, the Auralite, let's get into your reading and see what reality you're entering. For Pile 3, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck? What reality is Pile 3 entering? We have the Strength card, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, can we have one more card from this deck, please? What reality is Pile 3 entering? Well, you're entering a reality in which love and relationships are the focus, and there's going to be a lot going on with love and relationships. Queen of Cups. So any of you who are in a relationship, this person may be a soulmate, or even with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, a twin flame. If you haven't met anyone yet, you're entering a reality in which you're going to meet somebody and it feels like a soulmate, like your other half. Could even, twin flame is very rare, but it could be a twin flame situation. You're entering a relationship in which things are going to get really serious, like a committed romantic relationship, love, falling in love. Can you have one card from this deck, please? What reality is Pile 3 entering? This one. Romance is yours. Old woman. I feel like regardless of whether you've met this person or are about to meet this person, this person is someone that you've incarnated with and had and shared lifetimes with many times before. That's what I get with the old woman card. Like, this is not a new connection in this lifetime. Like, you've spent many lifetimes together, so you may feel like this person may feel familiar to you. Like, when you meet them or when you met them, if you've already met them, you may feel like you already knew them. Like, you may have felt like, I feel like I've met you somewhere before, but it's not so much in this lifetime, it's in past lifetimes that you've met each other before. You may not necessarily have incarnated as lovers in previous lifetimes. You could have been a parent and a child, or siblings, or good friends, but the point is that you've come together many times before in other lifetimes. So there's like a feeling of familiarity. So when you meet this person, you'll probably feel like, I feel like I've met you somewhere before. They'll feel familiar. And I wouldn't be surprised for those of you who've already met this person that they felt familiar when you met them. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What does the reality seek? Like, you're entering a relationship in which you're meeting somebody who you want the same things in the future. Like, you're going to perfectly align. You want the same things out of life. So you're like a perfect match. You're headed in the same direction. Everything aligns. You both want the same things. And you're also perfectly aligned emotionally and temperamentally. Like, you're very well suited in terms of your temperaments and your emotions, not only the life that you want to create, but your emotional makeups are very aligned. So don't worry, those of you who are looking for love, you are entering a reality in which you're going to meet your soulmate, and the connection may develop very quickly because I think you're just so aligned. And it is love. It's not just a fling. It's not just a crush or a flirtation. This is true love. And things are going to progress and get quite serious. So you may end up moving in together, getting married, building a future together. And that also applies for those of you who've already met this person. It just looks like you're entering a reality in which your relationship is going to become the key focus of your life, and a lot of your plans are going to be centered around this relationship. Like, a lot of the life you build is going to be based on this relationship and this love. And you and this person are going to be making plans together and getting really serious, getting more serious. And like actually planning things together, whether this be a wedding or moving in or traveling. You're just entering a reality in which love and a relationship are the focal point of your life. Let's see what the advice is for you. For pile 3, please. What is the advice for pile 3? Can we have 5 cards from this deck? Two of Wands. Ace of Cups. Page of Cups. Four of Swords. Like, I feel like the message is to surrender. Like, let yourself fall in love, or fall more in love if you're already in love. I don't know if some of you are, we have the 9 of Wands here. It feels like some of you may be scared to get serious in a relationship. Maybe you're afraid of getting hurt, or maybe you're afraid of losing control. We have the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, but the advice is just to surrender. Like, let your emotions flow. Surrender to the loving feelings. Surrender to this relationship. Let it carry you along. Don't try to control the situation. Like, just follow your emotions, and don't be afraid with the 9 of Wands here. There's nothing to be afraid of. Whoever this person is, they're not going to hurt you, and the relationship is going to succeed. So there's no risk in you letting yourself fall in love or fall more in love, and letting your emotions flow, and letting your emotions guide you as to the next steps to take. Like, there's no risk, because I feel like you're so perfectly aligned that you're not going to get hurt. Nothing's going to go wrong. Maybe the 9 of Wands is just here because you're going to feel so in love that it may feel scary, because falling in love is kind of scary because it's sort of out of your control. But the advice is not to resist this. Let things flow. It's like you need to hear that everything's going to be okay, and it's okay to let your emotions guide you. Maybe you're not used to trusting your emotions, but you're going to be feeling your way through this, and feeling your way through what the next appropriate step is to take. Your emotions, your feelings of love are going to guide you. So trust that, act upon your emotions. Don't let, it's not saying don't use logic, but don't override your emotions with logic, because your logic might be more fearful. Maybe you need to hear that you can trust this person. You can trust your feelings, like your instincts. Maybe you're not used to trusting your instincts, but your instincts are going to be telling you that this is the right person for you and this is a safe relationship. So trust that. Don't let your mind come in and say, oh, you might be wrong, or maybe it's wishful thinking, and then you resist it. So just flow. That's the advice. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 3. Take care, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. If you chose the 4th stone, the pink amethyst, let's get into your reading and see what reality you're entering and any advice for you. So for Pile 4, please, can we have 5 cards from this deck? What reality is Pile 4 entering, please? We have the 9 of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. Can we have 3 more cards, please? What reality is Pile 4 entering? This one wants to come out. 9 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Death card. Knight of Wands. Can we have 1 more card, please? Ace of Swords. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. What reality is Pile 4 entering, please? Natural. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? What reality is Fear and Worry? Misfortune. And we have money on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like some of you are getting a job in which you're going to be really challenged. I don't know, with the Page of Pentacles, this also almost feels like it could be like an internship, or you're just going to be in a job or in a career that's really going to challenge you. And with the Misfortune card, I get the feeling that you're going to be in the hot seat. Like you may feel like there's a lot of attention on you, or like you're being observed quite closely to see how well you handle things. So you're entering a reality that feels a little bit like a pressure cooker, like where you're under pressure, pressure to perform, pressure to produce certain results or handle certain situations. So it sort of feels like a test. And this feels more like a period or a phase. I got that feeling with one of the other groups as well. Rather than like a permanent reality, this feels more like a phase that you're going through, where you're going to be put in a position where you're going to be expected to perform at quite a high level and handle things at quite a high level. And the message is that you've got the talent or the ability to do this. Like you're smart enough and you're capable enough to handle this, and to handle this job or handle this situation, and come out the other side having excelled. So you're going to excel at something. You may be going through a phase where your mental strength is going to be tested, like how well your ability to cope under pressure, your ability to remain cool, calm, and collected under pressure. I almost feel like you're going to be advanced. You're entering a reality in which you're going to be advanced. And this may be due with the Death card to somebody pulling out or withdrawing or resigning. And you may be given their role or their tasks to take on. And you may feel like, okay, that's a little bit harder than what I was expecting. I'm not sure if I'm capable of that. Like you're entering a reality in which you're going to see what you're capable of, and which is going to test you, and which is going to get you to see what you're capable of. So you may feel like you advance all of a sudden, or you're put in a position where you're having to operate at a higher level than what you're used to. And with the Death card, as I said, to get specific, this could be because somebody pulls out or retires or resigns or is fired even, and you are bumped up to their role, or you are bumped up a level in some way. You may even skip a step. You may be entering a reality in which you advance through skipping a step, like you may be fast-tracked with the Knight of Wands here to a higher level. So maybe those of you who are studying are going to skip a year or something. But the whole point of this, it does feel like quite a high pressure thing, but the whole point of this is for you to advance and to see just what you're capable of, and to see just how talented and how intelligent you are. So you're entering a reality in which things are going to be quite fast-paced and quite high pressure. And with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands, you're going to be having to think fast and react fast and think on your feet. So you're entering a reality in which a lot may start happening quite quickly, but I feel like it's just a phase, like it's going to pass over, and then things are going to simmer down again with the Misfortune card. The Misfortune card is not talking about misfortune here. It's talking about fiery energy, fast-moving, dynamic energy, pressure. It's talking about pressure, not misfortune. What is the advice, please, for pile 4? So you're entering a reality in which something big may be going to change, that's going to cause you to have to perform at a higher level or take on more than what you're used to. With the Death card, something's going to change, and it's going to happen quite suddenly. And it's going to put you in a position where you feel like, okay, I've really got to be on my game, on my best game here. I've got to think fast, I've got to think quickly, I've got to react well, I've got to be smart, I've got to react quickly. So I'm not being shown what this big change is, but something quite significant is going to change on a foundational level, and it's going to cause you to have to react quite quickly. What is the advice, please, for pile 4? We have the Knight of Swords. Can we have 4 more cards, please? What is the advice, please, for pile 4? The Six of Cups. Three of Swords. Don't underestimate yourself or downplay your... don't talk yourself down. I have the Page of Cups here. Can we have one more card? What is the advice, please, for some of you may be entering a reality in which you're going to be presented with some sort of job opportunity or some sort of opportunity, again, that could result in you advancing or like rapidly advancing, moving up in the world. And it may be intimidating, but at the same time, with the misfortune card, with the fire here, something really exciting. The advice is don't... it may result in you moving, surpassing certain people, maybe your friends or colleagues. Whatever this opportunity is that's going to be presented to you, that's going to allow you to advance rapidly or even skip certain steps, don't turn it down, or don't turn it down for the sake of not surpassing people who you want to remain friends with. I'm not sure if this might result in you surpassing your friends or colleagues or fellow students if you're studying, and maybe you're going to feel like, if I take this and surpass them, they won't want to be my friend anymore, or it might ruin our relationship because they might be envious. Like, whatever you do, don't turn down this opportunity for the sake of not making people envious, or for the sake of staying on the same level as people that you want to remain on friendly terms with. Like, whatever you do, take this opportunity because it's going to advance your career, it's going to lead to abundance, it's going to lead to success. Don't apologize for your success here. And if you're worried that if you advance and surpass certain people, if you worry that it's going to damage your relationship with them, like it's not going to. So for those of you who are like scared to take this opportunity because you're like, well, people that I'm on the same level with right now might be envious, and then they might not like me anymore. That's not going to happen. So don't let that fear cause you to turn down this opportunity. With the Page of Cups here, it's not going to hurt your relationships. And don't apologize for your success. Okay, I feel like, and don't underestimate yourself. Okay, I feel like that's all the messages I'm getting from this spread, so I think I will end the reading here. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Avalon Intuitive, and it's also linked below in the comment section and description box if you want to check it out. I will say goodbye to you here though, pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.